Thanks for checking out my first video on how to build a barbecue out of an old hot water heater, the glass line hot water heater. For you guys that are been welding for a while, I'll just get right to how to deal with the glass lining. What you want to do is you're going to build your barbecue, and then what you want to do is fill it with hardwood, lots of it, and then you're going to, of course, burn it. You want to get both spots. I used 2 tanks. I used a 55 gallon and then a 25 or 30 gallon. I don't remember which this was. It was just a little bitty tank. They were free at Plumbing Supply. The guy just gave them to me. I offered to give him a 6-pack of beer, but he just said take a couple. Anyways, yeah, they were free. So anyways, yeah, you fill it with wood, and then you want to burn it. You want to get it hot. I mean, real hot, hotter than it'll ever be in its lifetime. Just fill the whole thing up. I used pallets, and I found some old oak and stuff, and just filled it up and burnt that thing for quite a long time. And then afterwards, how I got this set up is that I can wash it out, because I got two spots here to empty it out, wash it out easy. But anyways, and then for you guys that are just starting out welding and stuff, I got a couple of tips for you. I did this whole thing with just a 4.5 inch grinder with these 6 inch by 1/8 cutting wheels, a regular grinding wheel, used a wire wheel to clean out my welds. I had the Bell Type 2, some sanding or buffing pads, and that's about it. And then, of course, a wire feed welder. This is a 110. It's a Lincoln. This one just runs inner shield or flux core. For a 110 flux core wire feed welder, I can show you the welds. Let's see, it doesn't run too bad of welds. I mean, they're pretty nice welds. I know a lot of guys watch them build shows, and they use MIG with the gas. Inner shield's got a lot more. It's a lot easier to run because it's not sensitive to wind or rust or paint, or you can. And the learning curve is a lot easier too. It's not as hard to run as MIG. MIG is easy, but inner shield or flux core is easier. What you want to get is is the 035 or 0.9 millimeter Lincoln NR211 MP. MP means multi-purpose, and then your all wires are what's called polarity sensitive. So, and polarity, for you guys that don't know, it's the direction the electricity runs. So on inner shield, most out of position inner shield wires, the lead or stinger is going to be negative, and then your ground is going to be positive. And you do that, you change your polarity by inside here. These things right here, this side's negative, this is positive. This would be the stinger, of course. This would be the ground. You can get these 10-pound spools of 211 wire at Home Depot for $65 to $75, and you'll need a 10-pound spool to do this job. Maybe half of it, not all of it. And then, of course, the grinder I got at Home Depot also. It was $29 for this 4.5 inch Ryobi grinder. It's a pretty nice little grinder. They work pretty good. When you get the hot water heater, this part is inverted. It's on the inside of the of the tank, and so what you do is you just cut along the outside of the weld, and you got to watch your depth, and then just cut that thing all the way off. And then when you fit it up, you just want to put 3 tabs on the inside of the bell part, and about 1 inch or so long by inch, and so that you can fit it into back inside. This will be kind of fish mouth. Also, these things are filled with a lot of what is it? It's calcium deposits and stuff. So you got to clean them out. And then when you get ready to tack this thing back on, all you do is, you want to tack the part that's fit up the best, and then you take a angle iron. I use 1.5" by 1.5" by 3/16 angle iron, and then where it's low on the tank side, you just want to run a little pisser, what we call a pisser, a small stringer bead back here about 1 inch to 1/2 inch long, and then you just when it's low, and then you run that little weld back there, and then you pry this up. This will pull this end up, and then you can tack that. And if you're a fitter, you know these old tricks. There's also, you could use a dog and wedge like they do in the shipyards and stuff. Let's see. The other thing is that I used a 3-point stand, you know, with used the shopping cart wheels on it. And 3 points is, you know, like an old milking chair. It'll always find its right. You know, 4 points is going to teeter. And then, as far as, you know, controlling the heat was, I did this, you know, on the side you load up with wood and stuff, and you can control the heat by opening those deals. And then up here I had to run a double exhaust tube. You just put these in. This had a window for, you know, sucking out the with a vacuum, a dry wet vac. You could suck out the calcium out of the tank. That was a window. I just unbolted it, and I put the exhaust tubes here, and then I controlled it by, you control the heat by, you know, sliding that back and forth. The other thing is, I put this, it's really hard to get, once you cut the window out of this thing, it's hard to make the thing fit back without a lot of work. I just used 1.5" by 1.5" angle iron, boxed it out, and then fitted up into the, you know, onto the tank. You want to do that, cutting that part out last. Let's see what else is. As you can see, I added this little part here to, like, if you wanted to warm up beans or whatever. And as far as the grill goes, what I used was 1/4 inch round stock and this little flat bar, and then also on the inside of the tank I used this round bar here, and that made it easier for the fit up. And flat bar or angle iron, it didn't work so well. The round bar worked better. Anyways, that's my tips and tricks on making a barbecue out of a hot water heater tank. So, alright, thanks for checking out my video, and good luck to you guys.